Місто вогні, серце болить, втомлює бій, і ворог не спить. Кулі летять, поки падає сніг, і ворог лежить, мовчить. Ночі без сну, нам не холодно, чекає сім'я на околицях. Разом ми всі переможемо, це наша рідна земля. Хай буде весна, там, де ми стоїмо до кінця, і нас не зламає війна. Наша віра єднає серця, Україна навіки жива. Україна — це наша земля. Україна єднає серця.
Hello guys. Anna here, Heart of Match Guarantee, and welcome to our today's Easter live stream. We are in Cancun, Mexico now. Thank God we are safe, not as most of Ukrainian people. Today is a special live stream. Ukraine as never before. We need to grow there. Sorry. Spirituality. Okay. Okay. Prayers to defenders. They need it very much. Today is Easter Sunday in Ukraine. It's a big celebration. You know, when people go to church at 5 a.m. in the normal time, we prepare our special bread, Easter bread, and then bring it to church with the eggs and with other food and make it blessed, you know, for our bodies, for our minds. Pray, and you know, it's always was very big. Before Easter, many Ukrainian people, they did fasting for 40 days to clean their minds, their bodies again. Now, and this Easter, everybody want to wish each other happiness as always, to be happy that Jesus Christ has risen. Sorry. But all our Christ has risen. He has risen indeed, we say in Ukraine, and in Ukrainian language it sounds like it's our greeting today. It sounds like Ісус воскрес, воістину воскрес. It's how we greet each other today. And then, I'm sorry, this was water. It's water. And then we give each other 3 kisses. You know, a lot of families cannot do this. But anyway, all of us wish each other peace as soon as possible to come in our life. I have a very serious question for everyone watching us right now. Is Ukraine being crucified now to save all of us? Julie, I cannot. Did you hear that on Friday the Russian Federation announced its intention to expand the Federation, taking this war westward beyond Ukraine? Just as Zelensky has been warning the West from the beginning. I know that you guys do a lot, and we really appreciate that. But I still want to ask yourself what I can do more, because it's not somewhere there in Ukraine something happening. We're all connected to each other, Let's imagine our world as a one body, one body, like one person. And somewhere in the body there is disease happen, cancer happen, started. The cancer, it's like one cell, she becomes so egoistic, she starts to live in her own. She thinks that she's the most powerful. She can do, whatever she wants in the body, right? But it's one system, yeah. And she starts to grow, and that now this in the body, this cancer, it's Putin with all his team, it's like the disease that appear in the world, and we cannot, ignore this, because it will grow. It will grow to other organs in the body. It will grow to other countries if nobody will treat, this disease the way we treat it. I believe it should be two ways, as much as we do physically, helping now Ukrainians. Hopefully they will be able to stop him. There is so many ways to do so many things in Ukraine in different levels, because every person have so many. It depends on, level of influence. Yes, everyone is equal. That's one whole, healthy body. Like everybody works together, as a team. And when as a cancer come, one cell, they think that, they better, they grow, and they start to threaten, as I said, different like organs. Yeah, it's like metastasize when go in a cancer everywhere. It's what Putin now do, with all his team, threatening the world, trying to keep. And basically, how cancer adapt in a body if you don't treat it? Body die. That's what danger, with the world right now. If we will not, put our force together as spiritual force, working on energetic level, praying all time for Ukrainian people, as doing physically, things to help now Ukrainian. If we will not ignore, we will not help, will not do nothing, it can end up, I don't want to say the words, but you understand how it can end up. Because words very positive, we need to keep our focus on positive, on a positive finishing, for the world. But we just cannot ignore and thinking, okay, Ukraine is far away and I'm not responsible. I cannot do nothing. it's not true. Everybody can do something. Now I'm in touch with Eldar. Remember, I was interviewing him, who is in Ukraine now, sending help to Ukrainian people who stay there, mothers with children. I will later show you. And I want to thank you to all of you guys, because it just happened because of your donations, because of your help. And now Eldar told me before, when war started, we have much more help, And now it's like everything, people start to adjust, like it's normal, normal situation. But it's not normal. The war is bad as it was in the first day. And people need help as never before, They still need. I'm very grateful for all of you who have this responsive heart, who is helping, because now we have this charity organization from Slovakia who sent all this food, food for Pampers, water, the basic need people need. And we just basically spend our donation on using this money for logistics in Ukraine to be able to deliver it to people. Yes, international court. There is you just ask yourself, from contacts, from ideas you have, you will find solution, because every person will find out many different ways, That's why I don't want to limit your mind about how you can help. Maybe your deal will be better than what I can mention here. I want just to encourage you, ask this question, what I can do now for Ukrainian people. And I'm grateful for everybody who already done a lot and continue to do. This Easter 2022, let's also remember with gratitude and love in our hearts the tragic suffering and loss of Ukrainian lives. Not only that Ukrainians might have their freedom, but that all 7.8 billion people all over around the world might keep our freedom. Let's watch this beautiful Easter video, and I will come back in a minute. We have to pray. Yes, it's very powerful. And I will come back to answer your questions and read your comments.
Ukraine is a country with a rich history. It's a country that has almost 1,000 years of church history. It's the breadbasket of Europe. Their flag is blue over gold, representing the blue sky, and the gold or the yellow is the harvest. So beautiful, but yet in the middle of all of this, it's in the middle of a war. And there have been thousands of people that have died. There are over 11 million people who are displaced at this point. About half of them have gone out of the country. The other half are here inside Ukraine with no place to go, living with friends or relatives. And some cities have converted factories or abandoned buildings into warehouses with beds where they can keep them. And this is a difficult time for Ukraine. So much suffering in this country. And I think it's important for this Easter that we remember the people of Ukraine and that we pray for the people of Ukraine. And I'm going to ask the president of the Ukrainian Baptist Union to come and open us in prayer. And as he prays, you join with us in your heart praying for the people of this country, Ukraine.
Великий всемогутній наш Господь і Бог, Творець Всесвіту, ми поклоняємося Тобі, ми величаємо Тебе. І в ці радісні пасхальні дні ми дякуємо Тобі за Господа Ісуса Христа, за Його воскресіння, за перемогу над силами зла і смерті. І сьогодні вся Україна і люди в Україні, вони кличуть до Тебе. Ми поклоняємося Тобі, живому Богу, і просимо Твоєї милості. Нехай Твоя рука буде простягнута над нашим народом. Дай мир і благословіння. І нехай відійде всяке зло і буде переможено силою Твоєю. Ми віруємо в Тебе, ми любимо Тебе, ми поклоняємося Тобі, тому що вчора, сьогодні і повіки Ти живий Бог. Нехай ім'я Твоє буде благословенно і прославлено на небесах і на землі. Бога Отця і Сина і Святого Духа. Амінь.
Amen. Thank you. Joining us today, we have a very special choir that has come together just for this program. And some of them are actually refugees, people that have no home, no place to go. And it's a privilege and a joy to have this very special Easter choir from Lviv, Ukraine.
This choir is made up of people from many churches, many of them of refugees.
I'm from Kiev. I sing because I want to glorify God. Easter gives us hope that we will live forever with God.
Singing, like probably nothing else, really unites us in our common or joint worship of the Lord.
Мені здається, зараз як ніколи час взивати до Бога, співати і прославляти Його ім'я, тому що в цьому наша сила.
With the war, celebrating the resurrection, meaning for us now life above death, good above evil.
I don't know when finish my life, but I know that God and His Son Christ is with me.
What a beautiful video. Yes, guys. No, you celebrate Easter last week. Yeah. The Ukrainian people are showing the world that strength in the face of adversity. Yes, you know, it's like big great wolf, yeah, in this fairy tale come to us, but people just don't run, you know. They are their homes. They defend themselves, their life. Edward, yeah, there is some central place. They keep the donation. They do major. They accept major help from Poland and countries. And the problem with big storages, we just it's very hard from big storage to make address delivery, you know, and you're free to find there is many ways to donate. Of course, you want to be sure that money you spend they go in the right direction. Red Cross, maybe somebody option for somebody too, you know. I don't know. It's like the truth that Red Cross now. I try to copy. Uh, they they're not in Ukraine. They was helping with evacuating people, but there is a lot of people who stayed in Ukraine and they need help. They need basic things to survive. As I mentioned before, they need water, food, and it's very important that when you do your donation, you're sure about how this money will spend, and that's why we create our own link for donation. And I found I shared it now it will be in the comments below in a pinned comment, and right now I posted in our chat, because I know that I know about myself that I will do very good work to understand that this money will go in the right direction, of helping people. And I invited the people with whom I collaborate of helping Ukrainians on the live stream. You was able to ask them questions, and basically one of them with whom I collaborate now at the most, it's Eldar, because basically he told me he don't have any other sponsors for now, and he's working with Slovakia charity organization. They send him for free. They send him a lot of food, like covers for warm clothes, uh, pampers, food for children, and he needs money to be able to ship it to the hot points, because it's not every car now go there. They use inner Ukrainian mail delivery, but because it's big packages, it's a lot of money go on logistics, and it's for what we collected our donations. And let's see, I will show you the videos of happy moms who got their help, who say thank you to Eldar, to me, because and to you guys, for everybody who donate money, because they understand now, like, everything that can be done is only teamwork, and everybody in this chain, they, all people need each other. Without you, we don't have donations to send. Without Eldar, he's organizing everything, and then we have this happy family who get it, and they, it's really basic needs, and they're really crying. They call it Eldar, and Eldar, he's Ukrainian man, and he said, I cannot listen to this greatness because I start to cry too.
Мене звати Юля, проживаю село Білогородка, Київська область, Бучанський район. Дякую велике за памперси, за їжу нашим дітям України, Ельдару та Анні, міжнародній організації волонтерів. Thank you, Eldar.
It's one woman from Julia, from Eldar, from Bucha region. Many people, they're afraid to do videos. Of course, they feel not comfortable, but they want to do this because we explain that these videos help to show what we do. and encourage other guys to, to help more Ukrainian people. So let's watch another video.
Я Щербина Оля, Київської області, Бучанського району. Спасибо Ельдару, Ані і зарубіжним спонсорам. Thank you, Ельдар.
Olaf, yeah, and this one Oksana video too.
Мене звати Оксана, я проживаю в Київській області, Бучанському районі, село Петропавлівська Борщагівка. Я дуже вдячна Ельдару, Анні та міжнародній підтримці волонтерам за допомогу моєму синочку Тимофійчику і взагалі діткам України. Ми дуже сильно вдячні. Дякую. Thank you, Ельдар.
So yes, it's moms who stays. It's actually was a bus from people from Mariupol, 25 people. Driver he said, as a miracle, I was able to drive them out, and these people all who was delivered to Kiev region from Mariupol, and they don't have shelters. They need. They was able to find place to live, but they need these things for food for. Like many people ask and don't understand why Ukrainians don't leave Ukraine. They're afraid, I have my friend, she has also, she's in the west of Ukraine, she has a 3-year-old girl, and she said, I hear the stories of, Ukrainian who left Ukraine, of my friends, and some of them, of course, they had a lot of help at the border, some of them get a place to live, but one of her friends, she was with her daughter, she never saw not one volunteer on her, journey. Basically, she come to Germany. Maybe, it's important now to have informational support, where you go in specific country, whom to contact, maybe it was mostly her problem. But basically, she did all the way to Germany and then come back to Ukraine. In Ukraine now, for Ukrainian people, government pay small money, but like 2,000 hryvnias for adult and 3,000 for child to help them, at least if they're in the territory of Ukraine, to pay for another house where they live, and to be able to buy food, but in hot areas, like Chernigiv, Sumy, it was not able to buy nothing. So it's only by volunteers delivery people can get something. And many people, there is many different reasons why people don't leave. It's hard, if you have older mother, and she's invalid, she cannot move, or she don't want, and like she's very stubborn, what you will leave her? And how you will live with yourself if you will leave your mother when she needed you? So it's very heartbreaking situation, and that Ukrainian people go through now. Oh, I'm sorry, my father called me probably to congratulate with Easter. So let me read your comments, guys. You have questions or Edward, thank you very much. I will use PayPal link. Much love and praise to you. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you very much, Edward, for your kind heart. Yeah, people need to now stand up together, and all countries have to be active, and as I said before, like our planet, as our body got disease, cancer, and we have to treat it, we have to find a solution, and we have to stand up together. All people, they so much connected to each other. It's unbelievable. If you will go and scientifically will find so many proofs that you cannot just, make yourself live in the reality that nothing's going on, Yeah, we're all responsible for everything happened to us. Okay, I will try to read your comments. One reason is mistrust. Some of the girls who left Ukraine experienced some not so good things. Here, the police arrested some guys for attending human trafficking. They hear rumors from the friends. It's not rumors, it's true that now. Thank you, Muhammad. Yeah, thank you for your donation. It's not rumors that ladies really need and children need to be very cautious now because with all of the bad situation around, there is also people who is, I don't know, from we said one in Ukraine, we said one like tragic don't come alone, there is other tragic goes with it, and this is what happened at the border, human traffic where they steal children, steal women and take them into slaves, prostitution. So yes, we was warning all Ukrainian ladies to be careful and report to their relatives with whom they see it, make photos of all cars, of all of the logistics. And of course, a lot of Ukrainian ladies, they're afraid. Now they feel like they lost their, protection, their strong men who will, protect them. And it's very scary for them to go somewhere they don't know what there will be, Yeah. Thank you, Mahmoud. Thank you again. Okay, I want to read what you write here. World Central Kitchen in Europe feeding refugees in other countries as well as feeding people in Ukraine. They are preparing 200 meals per day. Great. The problem is that many Ukrainians have, it's without language. They're afraid to, to imagine how they will be there, and it's very difficult, My father, he was driving out a Ukrainian lady with 2 kids because she was afraid to drive her car in territory of Ukraine, so he drive her out to Romania. It's where we last time see each other. And then he stayed there for 1.5 weeks until he sent mother and with grandchildren to Georgia. And he said, I was one time in Europe, it was first time in Europe, it was my last time. And he drive back to Ukraine. Yeah, he said, it's so difficult without language. I was trying to buy milk and in a shop and it was like, moo, You have to show cow to be able to do this. And it's really for especially older people, it's very difficult. If you talk about our ladies from Magic Guarantee, approximately 50% they go out because a lot of them they speak English, they don't have this, a lot of them they travel before, and it's much easier. They like more open-minded, if they already joined agency, it just tells that they was ready at some point, to leave Ukraine. So, and war, it just, pushed them out of their comfort zone, but they was ready to do this in desire to save their lives, And Mm-hmm. Yeah. How did you guys? I see that here it was in Mexico last week. It was Easter, and it was very different from Ukrainian Easter because mostly it's like children's celebration. So they invite us, we go, and they was hiding eggs, chocolate eggs, in different areas outside, and children have to find it. So children have a lot of fun, and yeah, they prepare some like sweets for children. So I understand they love this celebration, but they don't know much about what they celebrate, you know. Yeah, and in Ukraine, still people try to, like, uh, you know, uh, if I may ask you, what is the future of Magic Guarantee? Honestly, I had planned of visiting this year. What is the future? You know, it was our big question when war started. We didn't know how it will affect, you know. But then of course, we started contacting our ladies, helping them with the evacuation, some of them financially, and mm, and um, and we find out that a lot of them actually now, because they lose their, you know, normal like work, or, you know, routine, yeah, their daily routine, they moved. Most of them was trying to move to their friends home in Europe, to get, you know, emotional support, especially, and also you know, shelter, until they will do get documents as a refugee. And we was in touch, and many of them was, you know, open for relationship and are open for relationship, uh, because they live in the safe area, they have time for this, and they was before, you know, open to for international marriage. But we see that the rejection rate didn't change, or acceptance rate, you know. We don't see that ladies start to accept bigger age gap, or I don't know, like we don't see that guys can have advantage now, you know, take from Ukrainian lady because she's desperate for relationship. We don't see they desperate, you know. Those who live in hot areas, of course, they, you know, they live in, you know, in a mode of surviving. They're not open for relationship, but those who live in safe areas, and um, so now our guys, they come to Europe to meet our ladies. That's how it now looks like. We do introduction in distance. Now uh, before it was half a year. We start to do this when COVID started. So we have introduction in distance for half a year and unlimited introduction. Now we expanded to 1 year because maybe, you know, some lady can be in Ukraine. So we just, every time before we introduce, we find out the location, everything, and, you know, man can make a choice. Uh, yeah, from which lady he wants to meet first, you know, if he has several ladies who is mutually interested in him. Yeah. And yeah, I just recently was shocking package I go through, because the guy was, look, you know, good looking, and but he chose top like ladies, top beauty queens, I would call them. Yeah, and he basically got not ladies interested in him. It was even shocking for me very much. But I just understand that they still choosing the man, you know, very very honestly, you know. If they don't like, they tell you, you know, they don't want to waste your time, and they don't, as some guys afraid that they will take advantage, you know, moving somewhere, you know. No, they don't need men now to move to America or Canada. They can do this based on refugee program. But guys now have a lot of advantages. because guys now can have relationship in like you can meet her in Europe, for example, for the first meeting, and if you like each other, she just move to your country, because now it's very easy, all these countries, they open up their borders. Australia, for example, even you don't need now to pay this fee of $8,000 that you have before to pay. So it's much easier. Lady move to your country and you continue date you. You're not in a hurry to marry her, or like before our clients was, having this relationship distance for 2 years until K1 visa was approved. It's very difficult. I remember our ladies was crying, why so long? I already miss you. I want to come to you. And then, lady comes, you just start to introduce you to your country, and you have only 3 months to get married. You kind of in the pressure, and it's not very good, right? You want to make sure, you will spend the rest of your life with this person. You want to know her better. So there is always in different life situations, there is pluses and minuses, and I believe that if you keep focused on things that happen better for you, it just will help you. It will give you additional, as I said, not in pressure, having time to know your partner, your life partner, before you will decide to take her as your wife. Yeah, I see our ladies, they like some of them, yeah, they was like writing, or I meet only one man in 4 years, maybe is I'm everything okay with my with my like if I'm still on website, maybe you you remove me accidentally, I still want to meet man, and it's now they was writing. So as I said, there is always in life place for love, especially when you're not in surviving mode, of course. When you live in danger situation, then it's not about dating at all. uh, mhm. In Europe, they live in different countries. It depends. People was trying mostly to go where they have friends. Because when you come, you want to have somebody who will meet you, who will, I don't know, you can cry on shoulder or release all your stress. Somebody who will support you at these first days. It's what many of ladies need more than now than ever. But so yeah, in different areas, somebody in UK, somebody in Germany. I think what most it's Poland and Germany. Yeah, these two countries the most what we see. And what I want to tell also, a lot of Ukrainian people, because of when COVID started, they started to have their work in distance. Like for example, my wife of my brother, she moved to Georgia and she continued work here, at Ukrainian company. My mother continued work at her Ukrainian company in distance. So, and it's a lot of cases for Ukrainian women, like but even if they lose their job, Ukrainian Ukrainian people, it's not like they not like parasites, trying to solve their problems through man, like what men afraid, if she will take advantage now, or she will just uh, yes, you shouldn't want a desperate relationship with one loss. Yes, so it's not this way of thinking that I will find somebody who will, solve all my problems. No, it's very strong people who you can see this from how they behave on the war. You can understand. It's like people we say with this steel inside, metal. and it's both, it's man and it's woman, you know. Woman will be, you know, like now looking, there is so many opportunities open for Ukrainian people, having different platforms of learning, you know, important knowledge that can allow them to make money, like SMM or digital marketing, you know. And if lady speaks English, it's like, you know, it's like God gave this to her, you know. I talk to a lot of Ukrainian ladies who lose their job, who cannot continue. They now all in educational mode, you know. They learn new uh, you know, programs to be able to make money, you know, to take care about themselves. Yeah, it's how the mindset work, you know. They not, I don't know, putting themselves in a position that I'm victim, give me everything, you know, you have to take care about me. They come to government. No, if they will get help from government, from Europe, you know, it will be great. They will be very, very grateful. But they don't come there like, I don't know, open door with their legs. Okay, where is my, you know, I'm a refugee, give me, you know, what I have to have here, you know. No, if it happen, great. If it not happen, I can take care. I can find a way to take care about myself. And yeah, it's very like in the middle between. It's a strong woman, yeah, but very differently strong from Western woman, you know. Because Western woman, she normally she wants to be strong because she wants to prove that, you know, she has rights and she wants to show that she can take care and everything. But Ukrainian woman, she do this not because she want to do, but she just don't have other choice. Like, you know, she do this because of her strong spirit. And yeah, but not because she wants to prove somebody or like compete with a man, you know. But Ukrainian woman understand very clearly, so she will spend her energy now on education and take care about her, you know, her possibility to be able to provide for herself, yeah, financially. Or she will spend her energy on a man that she don't like, you know. And of course it will be never choice for her, you know. Why she would, it's her energy here or there, you know. Love is the most important for all Ukrainian women, for, yeah, pretty much all. So I was trying to remember if I have any lady who got married without love. I don't have nobody in my mind, yes. So, I mean, in my surrounding, they all got married because they love, they crazy love. That's why we see this rejection rate. It's normal. It doesn't become higher, but it doesn't become less, you know. It's like it was before war, you know. Ladies just look, if they like the man, they're interested in him, okay, they will, you know, they will be open to meet him. If they don't like, okay, I will just be focused on what I would waste my time, or, you know. Also, looks are not that matters. Some of these men want a trophy and not an actual human being to have a deep relationship with. Thank you for your comment, the guy next door. I just did video about this. I hope it will be live next week on the channel. And I was talking about these things, you know. Very often behind this that man wants super top beauty, there is something behind that, you know. Sometimes one man want to prove somebody something. It can be even X in his heart, you know, and it's not a good start for relationship, you know. So at the end of the day, we want relationship when, you know, we have our lady that we like, you know, to wake up with, right? But it doesn't mean that when you wake up with her, she already wear high heels, you know, in the bed. She sleep just in high heels, yeah, and with hair ready for photo shot and makeup, you know. No, she wake up as a normal, you know, with her normal nature, beauty, right? And but the most important, it's what you talk to, you know, how she attitude to, like, as I said in the video, when she supports the craziest idea you have, yeah, it's when you just think about that you want tea and she already bring it to you. It's about being together in a rainy day, in the sunny days as well, and the rainy days, because sometimes rainy days happens, right? And you don't want to find out yourself lonely in these days. You want that your woman will stay with you in these days, right? So these things are important. Girls are sometimes guilty in this too. They focus too much on things they're superficial. You mean they're looking for a super handsome man? Maybe it's a feature more like a Western woman, but in Ukraine it's not. It's far away from uh, being close to the top of her, I did video how Ukrainian lady rate SMV of the man. It was number 4. Yeah, they more look at how man reliable, if he's serious, if he commit to what he's saying, and what his life goals, interest, if they have the same things for future. These things are much more, and then already like how he looks. Of course, I don't encourage, like, I don't know, if man 200 kilograms, and no, it should be reasonable, like I mean, they don't expect men from the cover of the, fashion magazine, but okay looking guy, but it's never important like he have to look like, I don't know, Brad Pitt or something like this. No, it's more important what he's inside, if he's strong enough, and I will do probably a separate video about what Ukrainian woman mean when she said, I want strong man, because it's very complicated definition. Yeah. Thank you, Randy Sisk. Yeah, we came up with this 200 donation, and I see that it was very great solution, because now we can see who come just from their curiosity to us, and who have serious intention of finding wife. Because guys who come, just from curiosity, they don't proceed. Yeah, and also, Ukrainian people who we need to take care about. It's a great, opportunity to help them now, because they need help now, not in future. And then it's not extra payment, it's something that we will include in your package. So it's great. And yeah, for us it's give confident about that women will not cry after, after call, if they like each other. Of course, it's mutual. We ask every time after call, for feedback. But we see pretty big number of when first call. I mean, we never give promises that on the first call you will meet your wife, right? But we see that often it happens that our client, they meet their wife on the first date or on the first call, because calls we start to do when COVID started. Yeah, it just matter of when good serious men meet good serious woman, and they have the same goals, and they already choose each other by seeing photos each other. A woman read about man, his letters. So it's a very big chance that everything can happen there. Order of the words, a bit more handsome than a monkey. Yeah. Yeah, we say that's in Ukraine. It's really, yeah, I saw so many, like, I would say even for Ukrainian women, handsome of the man, it's perceiving in his confident. It's so much connected, like if he is charismatic and confident, it's for her handsome, because I saw so many not handsome man at all, but they was keeping attention of the woman like this, they was like hypnotized just because the way he he position his body, the way he speaks, the way what he speaks about. And it's not money, guys, that maybe all of you now say, oh, he was, I don't know, wearing Prada uh, glasses or something. No, it's just the way how he present, what energy you feel for the man, you know. No, I saw this, of course, it's much easier when you meet in real life, you feel the energy of the person, you know. Of course, when you, like we do an introduction through just letter and photos, it's as well as for men hard to understand personality of the woman, you know. On photo she can be smile, but in real life she can be like this, you know. Like a low energy woman, it's not what men looking for. And man, you know, it's difficult for him to be introduced with all his charisma just through, you know, photos. But we still, yeah, for this video calls very helpful. Yeah, very helpful to get a feeling, yeah, of energy of other person. The 200 fees will protect the ladies to make sure the potential me really a commitment person. At the same time, the fees will help for, yeah, charitable activities. Yes, that's true. And now, like this Eldar, I don't know if I said today, I think several times already, he told me, Anya, you only the one who left from from people that I can ask help for with money for logistics for, you know, he have goods, this company from Slovakia, charity, they keep shipping him, you know, stuff for people, but he needs money to ship it to in Ukraine. Logistics, it's a big country, you know. Yeah, and I was like, Eldar, don't worry, we work as a team, everything will be great, don't worry. Like, yeah, that's why, and I ask you guys to help because we really need you. It's like now, it's like a chain, you know, everybody needs each other. And these 200 donations that every client now would do, who wants to proceed with us, who's happy with everything he heard about how we work, it's really helpful, yeah. I want just to add that Eldar need approximately $1,500 every week for logistics, but it's every week because, you know, these goods, they come one by one because people finish. He gets new lists. He managing, you know, which city to send what. Yeah, and they use different, you know, sometimes they send by train, sometimes they send by this Ukrainian Nova Poshta. Sometimes they can find volunteer who will ship it, you know. So it's just, yeah, logistic. It's a big thing. As one of the blogger told, now in this final battle between Ukraine and Russia, it will be battle between logistics, you know, who will act quickly, who will deliver its supply, you know, it's food, it's everything, it's army, needs for weapons and everything. It will be battle between logistics. Where logistics will work better, there will be result. So logistics is a big thing, you know, big thing now. I know in Spanish, I know hola. not much more than learn in Mexico, yeah. Buenos dias, yeah. But I start, I guess if we will stay here for longer, I have to learn it. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think, yeah, our questions finished. I hope I was a little bit helpful for you as usually today. And I don't see. Okay, I just want to finish our live stream with our praise song for Ukrainian people, because prayer is very powerful, especially in these days, you know. Thank you again, guys, for everything you do for Ukrainian people. And you do it for yourself as well, you know, because we part and we all connected. We like one whole family in this world. Thank you, Mahmoud. And yeah, we just need to remember it's not somewhere there happens, it happens. And we all, like we say, there is no anymore in the world position when I keep natural position, like basically natural. I don't care about what's going on, who's right, who's wrong. We cannot have now natural position. You or support Ukrainian and help them to get over, because you understand it's a fight for your freedom too, and help to, I don't know, treat somehow this cancer disease that happen now in the planet Earth. Or if you don't do nothing, then it's a question how my brother say, if I would have green line to be able now to leave Ukraine, how I would live with myself later. He said, no, I stay here because my people, my family need me to be there to protect our freedom. It's a sort of how Ukrainian people think, and they need the support, from you. They have very brave hearts. Hola. Okay, guys, have a great day. See you next Sunday. Okay, be safe. Bye-bye.
Минає час, минають дні, і змінюється все навколо, та тільки Бог, Господь святий, не змінюється Він ніколи. В одну хвилину може Він змінити все в нашій країні. Господь, благаємо Тебе, даруй спасіння Україні. Боже, Україну збережи, Господи, помилуй грішних, змилуйся над нами і прости. Молимо Тебе, Всевишній, і від ворога нас захисти, бо без Тебе ми безсилі. Господи, зміни все навкруги, дай спасіння Україні. І як на цим спостерігать, якщо людей отак вбивають, коли жива людська душа, вже зовсім цінності немає. І як же нам тут далі жить, і нашим дітям в цій країні, якщо не